everybody, it's Renee here, and we are doing our March entry into our journal. And we had a few things happen. The weather got a little bit nicer. We're still in our pandemic in COVID, so not doing a whole lot, but we do have some entries to add. So I'm going to get right to it. Our March is already on there from the Hello Today Simple Stories kit, and our Heidi Swapp stamps are already on there. All I did was add a piece of cardstock and went around with my pen. I did make an oops there, but it happens. So this is all adhered. I wanted to get right to it because this is kind of our standard way that we do things every single month. So now we're going to get actually to the guts of what we're doing. And I always start with writing down our information and then adorning it after that. So I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to write on this side, I think, and put some pictures on this side. So anyways, first things first, I'm going to make some bullets. And I have I have a few things. I made notes so I can kind of keep track of what we've got. And I find these are really handy and helpful in kind of keeping track of what you're doing in your life and just journaling, right? And I have a few, as you may know, a few different ways that I journal these every single month. They're a lot different, and I kind of like this. It's a nice break sometimes from scrapbooking where you can still keep track of what you're doing, have a few pictures, keep notes of what you want, and it's a nice keepsake as well. So our first thing I'm going to put down, and this isn't in chronological order for the month, but anyways, I helped, and I'm going to print, helped my sister and her family move. At the beginning of the month, my sister moved into an acreage in the same town that we live in, and I gave her a hand with that, and that took some time, but it was really nice. I didn't mind doing it because obviously we have the time right now, right? So help my sister and family move, I'm going to say, to an acreage close by. Okay, our second thing, because my sister moved, and she moved into, it's an acreage, but it's actually like a hobby farm. And she's going to have chickens, which come next week, some chickens and an alpacas and a donkey and you name it. I helped her paint it. So painted their new chicken coop and their barn. The people that lived there before had show ponies, miniature show ponies that they showed. So they had the infrastructure there, but it was used for different reasons. So they're kind of trying to move it around to make it work for them. Another thing I did, if you kind of keep track of anything I do from time to time, in the end of January and February, I organized a silent auction online to raise money for animal rescue. I am very passionate about animal rescue and animal welfare, and I'm an animal rights supporter. So I helped do that, and we raised a lot of money. I believe it was around $5,500, and I spread that amongst 4 different groups that we take turns doing, and I'm going to be doing that again this summer. So I do that on a regular basis. I'm very passionate about fundraising for them. So in the beginning of March, gave 4 separate, probably spelled separate wrong, animal rescue groups a combined total of, sorry, my cat's meowing, $5,500 from our online silent auction. And that probably is not going to fit. So we put that like that. Our next one is I went on a road trip with my husband for the day along Highway 14 and 16. And that's what a lot of my pictures are of that day. My husband and I, just because he has a lot of time off right now as well, we, for the last year, tend to go on a lot of road trips and see different areas that we haven't seen before. He does ride motorcycles, so he sees a fair bit, and then he takes me, when it's the two of us, in the car for a ride out to check out things. We go for lunch and come home. It's just kind of like our staycation, if you will. So there's that. I worked a bit. I work in a local scrapbook store. At the store. Our next one is I hung out with my sister in her yard. She has 4 acres, so she has a lot of room to roam around, and she has 2 really cute dogs. So we hang out with them and go for walks around her yard because there's enough room you can do that. So my next one, I had a backyard visit with my best friend, and I have not seen her since November. So it's been a while because of all the lockdown protocols and whatnot. And we also went to the High Level Diner. If you've never been there and you live close by, I highly recommend going. It is a great restaurant. And my last thing, I went to the greenhouse with Mackenzie, which is my son's girlfriend. We got seeds because I have a big community garden and I don't want the whole thing for myself this time. So she's going to garden with me. So she grabbed some seeds that she wanted, and we are planning out our garden. So she is going to have a garden with me. She's quite a green thumb, so it's kind of cool. So now we are going to get to the fun stuff. And I've already printed my pictures. And like I said, most of these are the road trip. But I will explain some of them. I'm just going to get out my 2-sided tape. And I myself use Sukwang. Love Sukwang tape. So we're just going to put these out here and try and plan this out. This is part of the road trip. So we can see how some of these might fit. This is my husband and me. We don't have to use all of these, but I do have them here. This one I thought was hysterical. This is my cat. This little teeny weeny stool, like I'm talking really teeny, and she sat on it. So that's telling you my cat's not big. That's telling you how little that stool is. I just thought it was funny. This was on a road trip, and I think I showed this maybe previously, but it was hysterical. This was in front of somebody's front yard. There is 2 skeletons sitting in lawn chairs with a Happy Easter, and they have bunny ears on. I thought that was very funny. I'd love to know what they do in other holidays. And then this is my sister's backyard. So this is like, it's very treed and it's just very nice to walk around in. So I think I'm going to take out this one. We might elaborate, just use some of the ones that we discussed. I can maybe trim that one down and maybe fit that somewhere. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut it with my scissors and trim that baby down. Okay. And same thing, we'll fit it into that area. There you go, that fits. And then here, this was such a beautiful day. And that actually looks like it's sky, but that's actually a painting. This is on the side of a building. This was a mural. We do that like that. We could maybe do something like that. So let's try that. Sorry to my little kitty Hazel. We will have to put you in next time. So I am going to just use our two-sided tape and plop these down. I love this tape because you can rip it, so you don't have to get out your scissors. It's very fast and easy to use. Yeah, it's very nice. And as you can see, I have a bunch of washi tapes that I pulled out. Just different ones that might work. Obviously not using them all, but I thought we could try some of those. So we can maybe see which ones work. And we'll put some washi on here. You could always put some stickers or whatever else you might want to put on here for some design elements. So that's always an option if you have the room. Yeah. And then we're going to put this there. Very nice. I'm liking this. See, very easy, very fun, easy to do at the end of each month if you keep track, or you can even, as things happen, you can make note of it. I have a day timer. I'm very old school. I do everything by paper. I don't put things on my phone, but I have a day timer and I keep track of everything in there. It's kind of my rough version, if you will. I write everything in there, even the stuff I have to do every day. So whether it's like laundry or yard work or whatever it might be, I put all of that in there, and then it's really handy when I want to go back, because then I can see exactly what I did. And clearly I'm not going to write laundry and doing yard work probably in my journal here, but it's kind of easy to keep track of. So there's that. And now we are going to look at our washi and see which washi to use. I am going to probably use a little bit of this washi, and I am going to cut this just because I want a flat edge, or flatter than what I have anyway. So there we go. You see these blue skies, even if it's painting or washi tape. Just can't wait for summer, as I'm sure many other people can't either. I'll have to fix that after. Let's see here. Maybe I'll put a little bit of pink in. This is a new roll, so get that going. I just love doing all these little journals and printing your pictures. And I mean, I have an Epson Photomate 400 now. I used to have a selfie, and this photo printer is hands down one of the nicest ones I've ever used. I had a different Canon one before I had my selfie, and I really like this one. It's amazing, the quality of photos it takes. So if you haven't had one before and you're looking for a photo printer, I really recommend this one. And I got a fairly good deal getting it right off of Epson site. So there we go. So I'm just gonna fix up this one little bit here because it kind of got tangled. There we go. So here is my finished book. It's a great little keepsake. Gives you a little idea of what you did and what you saw, and some little pictures. I find these are great too because these aren't necessarily something I would scrapbook, but it was something I wanted to keep track of and kind of keep a little kind of keepsake of something that we did, but it's perfect for doing in a journal. So I really like this format for that. I hope you do too. You know what, if this is something you like, or you like my channel or the different things that I've created, whether it's this or scrapbooking or mixed media or whatever, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you get my videos as soon as they come out. And like my videos, it helps me get noticed so I can get these across to other people that like this kind of thing as well. Also, don't forget to check out my Instagram, my Facebook, and my blog. All of those links are in the description below. I hope you had a great day. I hope you have fun crafting, and I will see you soon. Take care.